This is the window to the other world, to the afterlife, to your soul. Something like this has a deeper life and deeper meaning, on top of which it's just simply one of the most beautiful depictions of Christ that I've ever seen. We're here today to look at this painting by Antonello da Messina, one of the greatest painters of the Italian Renaissance, in a very spiritual location. Antonello da Messina is the Sicilian miracle. In the south of Italy or in Sicily, no one comes anywhere close to his invention, to his genius, for another few hundred years. A picture like this by Antonello da Messina is really a rare occurrence. I've never had one in my almost 38 years of time at Sothebys. What I love about this painting, first, is this is a one-on-one experience with this unbelievable depiction of Christ. This is the moment when Christ is presented to the crowds. He's been humiliated. As you can see, he's crowned with a crown of thorns, and he has a cord around his neck, so he's been tortured. This is a real man. So often with depictions of Christ, he's made to look almost ethereal, otherworldly. If you look at his features, they're somewhat coarse. There's a large bulbous nose. He has a mouth that's pulled back in a grimace. Particularly beautiful is this wonderful hint of light on his left shoulder, which just adds further dimension. How would I react if this were me? And that's what I think makes this such a powerful picture. It's really making you, holding this in your hands, feel like the humiliated Christ. It's one of the most astounding and innovative examples of using emotion in Italian Renaissance art that I can remember. You'd think you know everything there is to know about this painting, but then, of course, we can turn the painting over and we see a whole new world that Antonello is presenting us. A landscape with an image of the great church father, Saint Jerome. He's shown here kneeling in front of a crucifix, and he's in the desert. I think this dramatic desert landscape is something that he may have known from his own native Sicily. The gullies on the other side of Mount Etna are very similar to the way this is portrayed. Ravines, rock formations, it's all something he would have seen. And I think that naturalism and that realistic approach to landscape is something that Antonello really is bringing to his painting in a way that other people hadn't before. And so you see here him kneeling. He's grasping a rock. He's hitting his breast with a rock. He's undergoing a moment of self-mortification to remind himself of the sacrifices of Christ. Other little narrative details that he adds, I love. There's a little adder snake at the bottom. He also shows Saint Jerome with an inkwell, and of course the aesthetic, we have the religious, the hermit Saint Jerome. What's interesting is what we're not seeing. And in this case, we see that the face of Saint Jerome himself has been somewhat obscured. This almost certainly represents the veneration in which this panel was held. It's something that was kissed, something that was rubbed. It's something that is almost charged with a kind of spiritual power. The physicality of this painting has been imbued with a kind of energy, a spiritual energy. If Christ could speak in this painting, I think he's saying, I'm just like you. I am you.